Pass or fail grading the Saints' offseason moves. Is New Orleans the worst team in the NFL? Ladies and gentlemen, Matthias, after further review with Matt Moscona. Okay, we have not seen the Skrmetta in quite a bit. Now, it's the dog days of summer. People are taking vacation. People are taking some time off, doing some other stuff, talking about helmets, and then talking about helmets, and then talking about helmets. But we're getting back to some good old-fashioned rant alert here. We're getting back to some good old-fashioned, the tried and true. Are the Saints the worst team in the NFL? So let's go ahead and watch, react, kick up your feet, ladies and gentlemen, unless you're not wearing socks. Then in that case, keep those feet out of the frame.
There's a video that got posted on our ESPN social media earlier this week of my reaction to the new helmets. And I went and read some of the comments. And my reaction to the video, my reaction to helmets, just the Cliff's Notes version, is...
By the way, we didn't do a helmet video. I'm more of a X's and O's football, kind of guy. Analytics, metrics, wins, losses, betting lines, overs and unders, more of that. That's more my speed. But I thought the helmets were cool. Cool beans.
They're good. They're not the abomination that the high-anus black helmets are, but they could be better. Like the stupid little fleur-de-lis pattern on the gold stripe is unnecessary. The small fleur-de-lis is stupid. The gold specks all in the white is unnecessary and stupid. I don't love the chrome. But all things considered, they're not awful. I mean, it could have been way, 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 way worse, right? I think we all agree on that. So,
high-anus. That's what Dane Cook's toilet sees. I don't know. There's something there. Workshopping it. It's a butt comedian ha. I don't have to explain it, but I'll workshop it.
The video on Instagram has 81,000 views on it right now and 402 comments. And most of the comments are like some version of Matt always got something to complain about. That's Shough. By the way, that's from Shough for MVP.
Okay, that guy. Hey, he's in. I like him. Let's go.
Let's see. Fleur-de-lis is small. Evan, God forbid the Saints want to bring some more variety to the uniform. Scone and Hunt always hating on alternates. Matt,
catching a stray.
Matt, I love you. I'll have to disagree with you. I love the black helmets. Both are fire. I think they knocked them both out of the park.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Not the black. Come on, bro.
Let's see. Basically, the helmets are fire, bro. You tripping. Basically, old bald dude giving opinions on what other men should wear. Got it. That's the majority of it, right? James No Harden.
Not me.
Literally
Not me.
just complaining for the love of the game. You get it. The bulk of everything is Scone just complains about everything because he complains about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the point that
Is this good old-fashioned complainception where Scone's complaining about people saying he complains about complaining? Interesting.
make often is I don't complain about everything. It's just that when our social team makes clips of me and puts it on social media, usually it's me yelling. Because the things that perform the best are me yelling and T-Bob being T-Bob. Like, historically on this station, those are the things that have performed the best. And then Hunt talking about uniforms.
Yep.
I do 15 hours of radio a week. I don't complain. The first 15 minutes of the show today were me gushing about how great LSU is going to be. I like the Kellen Moore hire. I like Tyler Shough. I think Spencer Rattler has real upside. I'm excited to see what he may be. I'm really excited about this Saints season, even though I don't think they're going to be any good. It's just I've reframed my thoughts on the Saints this year. I'm not expecting them to be good. I just want to see the young players grow and get better, even though.
There you go. See, it's not all about the results. You got to find the trend lines. You got to see development. You got to see what's going on. You got to see where it's moving forward. Is it upward mobility?
Like, I'm not going to be super concerned with the wins and losses. I'm thinking Cincinnati Bengals 2020-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Matthias must be watching my channel. I mean, this is where you got to be. You got to just kind of you got to look deeper than just wins and losses. You got to look at, okay, what can who are the young players who are taking a step forward? Is the identity there? Is the play calling good? I mean, there's a lot to like. There's a lot more to a football game, ladies and gentlemen, than just what the score bug says. Like if you just stare at the score bug and you just look at the the numbers go up and down, and that's it. That's all you watch. You're missing the entire game. There's a lot of minutia, as they say.
Rookie Joe Burrow, like, I know the win-loss is going to be good, but can you see progress? And there was progress there. Like, that's what I'm thinking, right?
There you go. Yeah.
I like that comp.
So that's
actually.
where I am, right?
Yeah.
Young head coach, rookie quarterback. You're hoping you see a path for your future, even if the wins aren't there. That's where I am with this team right now.
I like it.
But everybody thinks they complain. So I saw this from ESPN, which is ESPN.com did a piece where they did an off-season grade for every NFL team.
Yeah, so we covered this in depth. If you want to see that video, obviously it's on the channel. I thought the grade was weird. This was the one where they graded everything in this like insane vacuum where they dinged us for the Derek Carr situation, even though it was a positive. They dinged us for the Chase Young situation, even though it was a positive. They dinged us for the Justin Reed situation, even though it's a positive, because it's the same salary cap hell. In that article, they mentioned that they graded us because of what we thought we wanted to try to do with Derek Carr's contract, and they didn't grade us on Derek Carr actually retiring, which, it is what it is, but it was a pretty flawed article. I would implore you to go check out the video we did breaking it all down. There you go.
Draft, trades, more moves. They graded every team's offseason. All of them. All 32.
Yeah, it was Seth Walter who did it.
And they did it. So the Rams got an A. They were first. Rams got an A. Let's see. Niners A-. So it goes like this, right? Cardinals.
I will say, though, in that video, we talked about the Bengals, how it's like, how do they not have an F? This is absolutely ridiculous. And like 2 days ago, I saw where Shamar Stewart might not even report, and he may go back to there's all kind of it's just a disaster in Cincinnati. And the fact that they didn't get an F, the fact that they got a C+ or whatever it was, and the Saints got a D+, the only team to get a D, it was absolutely just ridiculous.
A-, Broncos A-, Ravens B+, Titans B+, Bills B+, Eagles B+. You get the point, right? Browns B+. You understand?
Yeah.
Bucks B+. So
the Browns in that article, they got a big boost from the Jacksonville trade during the draft, which, yeah, fine, it was a horrible trade from Jacksonville, and the Browns were smart to take the bag. But to say the Browns had a B+ offseason, those grades just seem kind of whatever. There's a lot of flaws in the article.
Rolling this thing looking for the New Orleans Saints. What do you think they gave the Saints? Not me. I didn't give the Saints. I didn't give them this grade.
Yeah.
ESPN.com grading every team's offseason. What did it give Saints?
They gave him an F, didn't they?
D.
D.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, see, they lucked into Derek Carr's retirement, disliked trying to pay Carr before he retired. Now I do think it's interesting, in this video we're watching, Matt already mentioned two of the biggest parts of this offseason that he liked, right? He liked the Kellen Moore hire. He liked drafting Tyler Shough. And I'm all for these articles and videos and the rankings and the this and the that. My whole thing is that, and this goes with anything in life, ladies and gentlemen, it's really important, and honestly, it's a reason that this channel exists in the way that it does, where we allow all these other voices. We show different voices from all over the place, whether it's ESPN or Fox Sports or Colin Cowherd or Matt or NOF or Off the Bench or Mina Kimes or whoever. It's this huge breadth of voices and opinions. And then we play devil's advocate, or sometimes we agree, or sometimes we build off the conversation or whatever. It's very important to have your opinion, have your reason why, stand by it, and then judge it off of stuff like this. Like reading this article and then saying, well, damn, if ESPN and Seth Walter gave the Saints a D, must just be a D. Like, that's not the way you should do it. You should come to the party with your own thoughts, your own beliefs, your own evidence. You should have done the research, and then you can read this and say, well, this part's not really true. This part's not really true either. This part seems kind of weird. And then kind of go from there. Versus just, okay, well, this is obviously what it is. Now, sometimes you will agree, and that's fine too. You're not always one side or the other.
And again, they started with the A's and worked their ways down. You know what teams had a worse grade than the New Orleans Saints?
None. Only team to get a D.
Tennessee Titans.
I wrote them down. I wrote every team on a sheet of paper that had a worse grade than the New Orleans Saints. You want to see the sheet?
Yeah. Oh, no.
The zoom
It's blank. It's a blank sheet.
Unbelievable production.
It's a blank sheet of paper.
Yeah.
You can hate on me all you want. You can hate on me all you want. I'm just the guy sitting here pointing out over and over and over again what every objective and subjective metric, opinion maker, analyst, scout, whatever are saying about this New Orleans Saints team in the offseason. It could be wrong, but if they're wrong, they're all going to be wrong. Because the consensus is they're going to stink. Rookie head coach, 25-year-old rookie quarterback, new starters all along the offensive line, aging veteran, expensive starters that are well past their prime, like Cam Jordan and Tyrann Mathieu and Alvin Kamara and guys DeMario Davis, guys we love and have been cool, but they're old. You're not going to be any good.
True. We are probably not going to be very good. Does that mean it was a bad offseason? I would say no. We know we are in a rebuild. That part is shelved. That part's not important. We know we're in a rebuild. So are we taking the appropriate steps to march towards that rebuild? I would say yes. Kellen Moore, good. Tyler Shough, good. Derek Carr retiring, good. Offloading some of the contracts, good. Like, some of that stuff's happening. Getting younger, 9 draft picks, like all that's good. Kelvin Banks, good. Danny Stutzman, good. Like, Jonas Sanker and Quincy Riley, good. Brandon Cook signing, good. Justin, like all that stuff's good. And much like I said in our video we did, I'm not seeing a lot of negative for the offseason. And I'm not saying it's an A++++ offseason, but what actually is the negative? What actually is the thing that happened this offseason that makes it a D or that makes it the worst in the NFL? I can point to the Bengals. I can very easily say that was bad. The Shamar Stewart situation, really, really bad. Trey Hendrickson situation, bad. Okay, obvious 2 things that you can knock the Bengals for. What is it that you can knock the Saints for?
And so I said, you know what I'm not doing today? I'm not on this Friday going to sit here and dump on the Saints. Because you know what's going to happen? Paul's going to tell Jesse or Cassie to go, hey, look, take the clip of Scone, yelling about how bad the Saints are, clip it into a little video, and put it on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube Shorts and put it out there. And then everybody's going to go gaga over it because it's Scone yelling about how bad the Saints are again. And everybody's going to say, old ball man just bitching at the clouds because they're there today. And I'll be like, no, that ain't me. So I said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to sit here today and we're going to say something nice about the New Orleans Saints. Give me some uplifting Saints music, Muse.
Here we go.
What is that? That's not Saints music.
It's New Orleans music. It's Rebirth.
I said give me Saints music.
I mean,
you're going to make me complain now?
no.
Is
I
that
thought this would go well.
Paulie.
Yes.
What's an uplifting Saints song?
I'll say it's Chopper Style.
Chopper Style.
Oh, that's
Give me
just
another
a click
one.
away.
Give me another one.
Oh, man.
Stand up and get crunk.
Yeah, that's the
when
one I
the
was looking
Saints
for.
go marching in. You got so many options here.
I liked it.
What about the one that's like, New Orleans Saints, where you at? This is the way we live. New Orleans Saints, number one.
This is something else. I wasn't expecting this.
On the field. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Baby boy to Prince.
All right. Crank that up, Muse. I don't care that we're going long. I know we are. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, we'll make it up.
Somebody complained to the program director. Oh, yeah. Who they want? Chopper style. Chopper style. All right, Muse, I demand you say something positive about the New Orleans Saints.
Kellen Moore.
I love that the Saints made all 9 picks in the draft. I think that was very wise.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of funny? So, I know they're doing this tongue-in-cheek. But, so, Muse just said the 9 draft picks. Matthias has already mentioned that he liked Kellen Moore higher. He liked the Tyler Shough draft pick. I would assume everyone in this room, it rhymed, would say that Derek Carr retiring was a positive. I would assume that everyone in this room probably would say, damn, the Kelvin Banks draft pick was pretty good. I would assume everyone in this room would like or does like the Justin Reed signing. And when you do it that way, what you end up with is a pretty good offseason, right? 9 draft picks, Kellen Moore, Justin Reed, Derek Carr retired. I would assume we all agree on those things. And if you add them all up, it equals a good offseason, which was my argument the entire time. And what they should be saying in this video is that it seems like an unfair grade because when you do look at what happened and you don't look at this weird hypothetical Derek Carr, he retired, but we're actually giving you a negative grade because you theoretically tried to do this in a hypothetical world or something. If you don't do all that and you just kind of look at it objectively, you look at it and say, "What? Man, actually, this is a pretty good offseason. This is a lot of steps in the right direction. This is pretty nice."
Old gum smacking Mick didn't go out there wheeling and dealing picks, said, let's get younger. Paulie, I demand you right now say something positive about the Saints.
The New Orleans Saints have more Super Bowl wins than the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes, they do.
There you go.
Yes, they do.
There you go.
Goose, say something else positive
Going
about
back
the
to
New
Muse.
Orleans Saints.
The New Orleans Saints have the most loyal fan base in the NFL.
There you go.
I mean, that's really
They do, though. It's facts.
not really.
Now, all right, I'll give you another one.
Okay, give me something
Back
else,
up.
Muse.
The New Orleans Saints not only hired Kellen Moore, which is a good hire, they brought in Brandon Staley. Proven coordinator, former head coach of the NFL.
Also in the offseason.
Yep.
Love that.
Done.
Love that.
Yeah, they did. Paulie, give me something else positive about the New Orleans Saints.
Let's see. They had the greatest quarterback of all time, not named Tom Brady.
It's funny that Paulie keeps just going history.
Yeah.
Nothing current.
A little hard.
Yeah,
That
Paulie,
is a
turn
little
the
hard, isn't
TV
it,
on,
Paulie?
brother.
Isn't it?
A little bit.
It's hard, isn't it? Isn't it hard to say good things about a team that's projected to win 4 games? Yeah? How about you sit in this freaking chair every day and try to come up with sunshine pumping nonsense for people? Oh, Tyler Shough's going to be awesome. How about the people, we're going over the top 100 list from earlier in the week, and I'm like, there's dudes in my comments that are like, how can you tell me Faga and McCoy aren't top 100 players? I'm like, I'll come again? Like,
Yeah, Faga absolutely is not. Now, Eric McCoy, I mean, it's a center. You know, you start looking like positional impact or whatever. I think PFF had him, 5 or 4? The 4th or the 5th ranked center. You know, could they sneak into the top 100? Maybe, but then you start factoring in wide receivers, running backs. It's a positional impact kind of thing. And, you know, there's a difference in pumping sunshine and rainbows or whatever. Like, there's a big difference in that. And just kind of giving analysis. And said a million times, I don't think the Saints are going to be great this year. We're having 6 wins. That's where we currently have them projected. We'll keep doing projections as preseason and stuff kind of shifts. But, yeah, it does not have to be binary. It does not have to be either the Saints are the greatest team of all time, Tyler Shough's the greatest player of all time, this is the greatest thing of all time, this is the greatest thing of all time, or it's the worst of all time. And when you live in that, like, well, they're either good or bad. They're either great or awful. It's either top 5 quarterback or cut them. When you live in that world, like, you lose that analysis. You lose what's happening. You lose the intricacies in the NFL. Most teams are not good or bad. Most teams are in the middle. Most players are not good or bad. Most players are in the middle. Like, very rarely do you live on the outsides of this. And even in just life, a lot of the times people make it where something has to be all in or all out, great or awful. You know, it's the best meal I ever had, or I can barely even stomach it. You know, like that gray area, that middle area, that's the balance. That's where so much is happening that if you ignore that gray area, you just kind of ignore everything that's happening.
Faga, the guy who was your left tackle last year, and they just drafted his replacement a year later?
That's that's absolutely not what happened. I mean, that's borderline impressive to say, but I mean, I don't think anyone believes that Kelvin Banks was drafted as Talise Fawaga's replacement. I mean, Fawaga's moving back over to his natural position. Banks is taking over left tackle. Like, it was just a move that made sense all the way around. I don't think it was his replacement. I think that's I would say that seems wrong.
Top 100 in the NFL? Kick rocks, loser. What are you talking? Eric McCoy played 7 games last year. What are you talking about? PFF put out a list of their top 32 tackles in the NFL. Faga wasn't on it.
Yeah, he shouldn't be on it, for sure. I mean, he's not one of the top 32 best tackles in the NFL. But again, that doesn't mean he's bad. I think we can all say Faga was good last year, for a rookie especially. And now he's moving back to his natural position. All things are fine. We're not saying he's going to be a Hall of Famer. We're not saying, don't look at me like that, Matthew. We're not saying that he's, Hall of Fame right tackle or left tackle, Pro Bowler every year, best tackle in the NFL. We're not saying all that. But you can say he was good. And he was good. Even if you just say he's above average. Take it.
I got one for you.
What you got?
The Saints have Choppa Style as an anthem. Crank it up, yeah!
Man, I really hope we don't get a music strike on this one.
For you, all you nerds on the internet who say all I do is say negative things, you jerks. I'm plenty positive. Idiots. All I do is ooze positivity, you morons. It's called on. Hey.
Interesting. I don't know. I mean, different strokes for different folks. Every show's got their, every show, has inside jokes or talks to their audience differently.
Positivity for you, all you nerds on the internet who say all I do is say negative things, you jerks. I'm plenty positive. Idiots. All I do is ooze positivity, you morons.
So there you go. I mean, that was a shocking 23 minutes of theater right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I think we covered the Saints offseason pretty extensively, especially that report pretty extensively. And I think even in this breaking the fourth wall, this kind of tear down situation here, they kind of backed themselves into a corner of saying that the Saints had a good offseason. You got to remember, I know I'm going long here, but you got to remember that a lot of what people were upset about with the Saints was Derek Carr, an aging roster, spending up all the draft picks, just completely listless coaches, no identity, no culture, and no outside voices. And very quickly that all changed, right? Where Kellen Moore, Brandon Staley, 9 draft picks, like the Derek Carr retired, like everyone kind of got their wish. And whether it'll turn out to be a positive or negative as far as like wins, losses, how it all plays out, but you got to admit, for the most part, as a Saints fan, you had to have gotten your wish for this offseason. I mean, what else could have happened realistically that would have made it a better offseason? What else could have happened to where you'd be like, damn, that was a really good offseason? I'd be interested to hear. All right. Get on down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.